My name is Morris J. Litwack. When I left the Navy, I had attained the rank of electronic technician, communications, third class. I was a young man, 1959. I had graduated high school the previous summer, and I found myself rather adrift. I had no passion for any trade or profession, and the Navy presented an opportunity. Came from a family where 3 or 4 of my relatives had served during World War II. One cousin was in the Marines in the Pacific on Iwo Jima. I had another cousin that was in the Army during World War II, and another cousin that was in the Air Force. So I had that in the back of my mind. And the Navy offered an opportunity for training, electronics school. And had another friend, we were going to sign up together, and when it came time to actually sign the paper and raise our right hand, he changed his mind. He found his mother's cooking was really good. So never had time to think about it. Once you're on the conveyor belt, there's just a lot going on. Too much going on to dwell on other stuff. And then I enlisted in the Navy in 1959. The Navy used to have a program, I don't know if they still do, but it was called a minority enlistment, or commonly called kiddie cruise. If you joined while you were still 18, you were discharged the day before you turned 21. So that's the program that I enlisted under. I was still 18 by a couple of days. They didn't segregate it by who signed up for one plan. One person in boot camp and basic training with me was he was an old guy. He may have been in his late 20s, but he had served enlistment in the Marine Corps, and now he came back to join the Navy. He was a cook, so we were a mixed bag. Shortly after being sworn in, I knew I may have had little second thoughts, because they took us to a restaurant downtown to wait for transportation to San Diego for basic training, and they bought us lunch. 1 hot dog, 1/3 of a cup of baked beans, and a glass of water. One experience I took with me from the basic training and the group of people, the variety of people I was with, because I was in a company with people from all over the United States, even though this is California training and I was a California person, but there were people from all over the United States, all kinds of accents, and people from all kinds of backgrounds. It's almost required and classic to complain about the food and the service, which we all bitched about. However, there are people I met in my company that came from very, very poor circumstances in the Southeast, and these young men, it was the best food they had ever eaten in their life. I shut up. I never complained about the quantity or quality of food since then. The food was the food, but it chastened me that these other young men from very poor circumstances, they really appreciated it. So I don't know if I was from a privileged background, but it made me reconsider my feelings about our circumstances and training. Boot camp was kind of a blur. It was the first time I was away from home. I was with a group of strangers. We were marched around, and we had classroom periods, and we had physical training. We did shooting one day, took us to the rifle range, but I think because of my height at the time, or my stature, which was better, I was selected with 2 or 3 of each company. We had a color guard, and so I was the guy chosen to carry a sword and march with a sword, and that was kind of a perk. But Navy boot camp wasn't so arduous as the Marine Corps, so I have no tales of being beaten up by my drill instructor, which many of the young Marines, there was kind of a claim of pride. Boy, do they bang me around. Well, we never had that.